Welcome back to Career Talk with Laura. If this is your first time on my channel, hi. I'm Laura and I'll be talking about career advice, personal development, and all that good stuff. Please subscribe and turn on the notification button so you can get my latest updates. Do you feel like you lack confidence? Are you afraid of changes, new situations, or challenges? There could be a lot of reasons for that, but did you know that there could be things that you are subconsciously doing that lower your confidence? Things you thought were no big deal, but they're actually quietly killing your confidence and self-worth. Let's talk about 5 habits that ruin your confidence and how you can change these habits. Number 1, comparing yourself with other people. Why does this ruin your confidence? Well, there will always be people who are smarter than you one way or another, have more than you, or be more successful than you. If you're always looking at what other people have, then you'll always feel like you're missing something. How can you change? Well, there are certain things that you can change. First, instead of comparing your results with other people, you can compare your methods. What are those other people doing to get those results, and how will you learn from them? If you take it from that angle, then you can actually try to improve yourself. But sometimes you do want to see your progress along the way of getting a particular result. Then what you can do is compare to your past self. Have you improved over time? Who do you want to become? Are you getting closer to your goal over time? What do you want in your life? You will develop more confidence if you know what you want and you go for it. Get off social media if you have to, and stop occupying yourself with the lives of other people. Focus on your own life. All that time you spend comparing yourself to other people can instead be spent on doing something that improves your life. Number 2, putting other people's feelings and opinions above your own, or what we call people pleasing. You might not want to hurt other people's feelings, so sometimes you might force yourself to keep quiet or say what they want to hear or do what they want, even if it makes you unhappy. If you keep doing this, you are indirectly telling yourself that your feelings don't matter, your preferences don't matter, only validation from other people matters. You might even reach a point where you forget or don't even know what you want. In order to have self-confidence, you need to see yourself as someone who matters just as much as other people. Maybe the people around you have always shown you that your feelings and preferences don't matter. Even if they do that, you have to show yourself that you matter. You dictate how much you value your own feelings and preferences. If you don't show that you value and respect yourself, then how do you expect other people to do it? You have to learn to push back and articulate what you want. The key point is to be reasonable and to expect the other person to be reasonable as well. If the other person gets emotional and forceful, then you need to respectfully step away, not just do whatever they want. Number 3, negative self-talk and staying in your comfort zone. By this, I mean criticizing yourself whenever you can't do something right, or telling yourself that you can't do something, or that something is out of your reach. Why does this ruin your confidence? Well, this is quite obvious, right? If someone is criticizing you all the time, you wouldn't feel too good. Now, if that person is yourself, then you're being your own worst enemy. When you feel unworthy or undeserving of success, then you don't even try. Perhaps there are areas where you need significant improvement. Then focus on what you actually need to do to improve yourself instead of criticizing yourself. If you catch yourself mentally saying negative things to yourself, stop yourself and tell yourself to just try. Take your worries and do something about it. Got that presentation coming up and you're nervous? Practice for it. You have a difficult assignment? Start doing some research. Afraid to approach a difficult conversation? Spend some time to organize your thoughts. You won't get better if you don't do anything about it, so stop avoiding and start doing. Number 4, making excuses for bad behavior, either your own or other people's. If you're making excuses, then you're not holding people accountable for their actions. You might think you're being understanding by doing this, but you're actually just enabling bad behavior. Someone was feeling grumpy, so they yelled at you out of the blue. Them feeling grumpy doesn't make it okay for them to yell. If you make excuses for them and let that go, then you're just telling them that it's okay to yell at me when you feel grumpy, and you have just made yourself into a verbal punching bag. And if you're the person that bursts out yelling, then you're basically saying to yourself that I can't control myself. When you hold yourself and the people around you accountable, you will realize that you're all capable of more, and this will improve your confidence. So stop making excuses and instead make plans for change. Get clear on what you want to change and outline actionable steps to get there. Aim to be a better person and encourage those around you to also become better. Trust that the right people will want to improve themselves. If someone's not on board with the changes that you'd like to make, then you need to evaluate how much you want to invest in that person, how much you can tolerate from that person, and make your boundaries clear to them. Number 5. Telling yourself that things are out of your control, also known as having a victim mindset. If you believe that you have no control over your own life, then how do you have confidence in yourself? For example, people who believe that their supervisor holds all the power will feel helpless at work if they're being treated poorly or if they're being passed up on opportunities. Or people will stay in unhealthy and abusive relationships because they've been convinced that they cannot find anything better and that no one else will care for them. By having this victim mindset, you're basically closing yourself off from other options. How can you change? Well, you start by recognizing that you have other options. The other options may not be perfect, but they could be better for you in the long run. If you're being treated poorly at work, then speak up or find another job. If you would like new opportunities, sometimes all you have to do is ask. When it comes to relationships, you don't have to be with someone who treats you poorly. Trust that the right people will treat you well if you speak up. You can make a difference for yourself. Just try. If you have these habits, then it's time to make a change. Changing these things won't be easy. It takes courage, but confidence is built by continuously doing things that require courage. So I hope these tips work for you. How will you try to improve your confidence? Leave a comment and any questions below. Thanks for watching. Bye.